So to start off, why don't you tell us who you are and where we are?
My name is Emily Armstrong, and we are at Laine Vintage at 79 Station Street.
Awesome. And is there a website, social media stuff folk can find you at?
Yeah, our website is lainevintage.ca, and our Instagram is Laine Vintage Shop.
So why don't you just tell us, where did the name Laine Vintage come from?
Laine Vintage came from a huge brainstorming session that took place over several weeks of just trying to find a name that all three of us loved, myself and my two daughters. It is the French word for wool, so that has sort of like a close place to our heart because we are part French Canadian. And yeah, it was just a name that we liked. It's a unisex name. It could be for either a man or woman or whoever, and it just felt right.
So I understand Laine Vintage is a bit of a family-run business. Could you tell us a bit about, how it's like a family business?
It is. It is a business that I started with my two daughters, Ivy and Sophie, who are 21 and 25. Thrifting and collecting vintage things has always been something that we've been really focused on in our lives and have a lot of fun doing. And the opportunity came here in Duncan to finally start our little shop.
So what was it about Duncan or the Cowichan Valley that made you want to start a business like Laine Vintage here versus anywhere else you could have done so?
Well, the cool thing about Duncan, especially the downtown core where we're located, has a really great variety of small locally owned businesses. There's actually a bylaw in place by the city that it can only be local businesses that have businesses in the downtown core. That's why you'll never see a Starbucks on the corner or a 7-Eleven on another corner. So that really drew us here. There's such a strong support from the other local businesses and just a general good feeling in downtown Duncan.
So one of the things that I always found cool about this place is that you guys, have a collection of vendors here. You're sort of running this kind of vendor mall type thing. Could you tell me a bit more about that?
Yeah, so we have 2 levels to the store. The top floor is all our inventory, and the basement level is our vendor mall, which we call the Laine Vintage Underground Mall. We have 25 vendor booths set up. So the booths are rented on a monthly basis, and we've just hand-picked a selection of unique vendors that we feel add a lot to the space. So it's a really fun experience to come check it out.
Awesome. And if somebody maybe wanted to rent a space here, how does that work? How would they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so the whole process just happens on our website. There's an application form. We still have space available. We are really selective with who we bring in because we want it to be a good variety of vendors. But yeah, there is still some space available.
Awesome.
So just to get in touch.
So what are some of your favorite things about life here in the Cowichan Valley? What are some of the things that you like to get out and do and experience? That kind of stuff.
Thrifting, for sure. That's what we do. We also love spending time in nature. There's so many beautiful rivers and lakes, and even we're very close to the ocean still here, so that feels really good. Lots of great places to go eat and just hang out, and great people.